your roof. It's the most important protection against nature for your home or your business. That's why I trust the experts at Exterior Home Solutions.
Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill on this Tuesday. Brent got to hear from Rodney Garner, Jerry Mack, and a trio of players. But we'll start with Rodney Garner, who is always challenging his defensive line. Understands that they've done a few good things through the first third of the season, but knows that who they're playing against the next 3-4 weeks, much bigger challenge.
Yeah, no doubt. And it was interesting. He's looking for more consistency, and you can see the intensity of Rodney Garner. Somebody asked him about the Florida game. And just the lessons learned there. He started talking and he started getting ready. You could see the hand banging on the podium. Tough lesson for them to learn, but something that's still eating at him in a big-time way, because he just said his guys didn't bring the edge and the intensity that they needed. He knows they're going to have to bring that this week against Spencer Rattler and his mobility and all the things that he can do, just extending plays. A real challenge for the defensive front this week.
Really complimentary of David Hobbs.
Yeah.
So throwing out some qualities of Richard Seymour. I mean, Richard Seymour's pretty good.
He's got a gold jacket. He's in Canton. So, yeah, I mean, and he's not saying he's the next Richard Seymour, but he said he had a lot of the qualities. David's a guy who was forced inside. They weren't really ready to play him inside. He was going to play him outside, and maybe he grows into that. But they've had to force him in there because of some of the injuries that they've had. And he's fighting and battling, and he's embraced it. And Rodney made note that Richard Seymour would be in the house this weekend to see him, and we'll have a chance to meet with Hobbs and to visit with him just to say hello, and said that would be good for Hobbs to see. And he's a guy who's starting to figure it out, because football's now full-time, right?
Yep.
This time a year ago, he was on the basketball court losing weight. Now he's trying to get bigger and stronger and putting himself in a position to be a really high-end defensive lineman.
Running back room, everybody seems to be healthy. Everybody seems good to go heading into this week. Jalen Wright, Jabari Small, who we heard from today, and then, of course, Dylan Sampson, who seems to, probably feature a little bit more. The question is whose carries does Dylan Sampson take?
Well, and I thought it was interesting. Jerry Mack said, look, he needs to be a part of the game plan, and get in the game. But he was not saying, based on last week, now suddenly Dylan Sampson's passing someone up. It remains flow of the game, hot hand, style of game, what all's going on, style of play that you're going. And he made quick note, too, that when you play in the SEC, it's not only more physical, but the windows are smaller, the gaps and the creases, yards after contact are really important. Dylan Sampson's going to play, but it sounds like there's still more of a specialty type role for him than it is just plug and play as a guy who fills in for whatever running back at that particular moment.
Finally, Cooper continues to progress, continue to feel like that Saturday is the day we see Cooper Mays back on the field for Tennessee.
Yeah, clearly doing more by everybody you talk to, doing more on the practice field with the team. And I think that's the big thing. He's been doing some things on the practice field for the last couple of weeks, but more team-oriented stuff. So we'll see where he's at the end of the week. What's the soreness? How much does he push through and get through it pain-wise? And just what's the effects of multiple days of contact. But to this point, it's been a good start to the week for Cooper Mays.
He is Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price for the Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill.